So you were saying that there are pigeons.
Yes.
In Venice?
Yes, in Venice, I'm sure your teacher will know though. The cathedral, again, the name, I mean, it's massive. It's like a huge sightseeing part of Venice. But the pigeons are famous there. Like, they're so famous because they're not scared of humans. They're extremely overpopulated over there. And, like, we have pictures. I was too scared to do it because it was just, I mean, if you've ever seen the movie Birds by Albert Hitchcock, so anyways, I was just like, no. But they will fly on top. They'll fly on you. They will get on you regardless if you're putting your hands out or you got food. Like, they're just so used to being on humans. And so let alone if you've got some food in your hand, putting it out, I mean, you've got birds literally all over you. And, I mean, we were taking pictures of this maybe 9-year-old girl. I'm not sure where she was from. I'm sure she was a tourist. I mean, but she was loving it. But they were just they're all over you, and they're not scared at all. If you flap your arms, they're not scared at all. So when I would eat, like, that's another thing in Italy, I mean, or most of the tourist places, like, you have to pay more to sit down and eat. And you have to, so you're always getting your food and you're standing up and eating it, or you would eat on a curb. That's how it was in Rome, Venice, Florence. I'm sure it's like the other places, but that's just kind of, but especially in the tourist places. If you want to sit down, you're getting charged for it. And if you want water, God forbid, you're getting charged for it. So that was just, so we get our food to eat, and it's just like, these pigeons are just they just like dominate that area. So I would just like huddle and try and cover my face while I'd eat, because they would just be waiting for like a chance to come nibble. Yeah, they're famous. You'll look them up and you'll see pictures of them. So that was the pigeon territory.
So what were the landscapes over there like?
Going on, well, again, I just want to clarify, we went to, most of the tourist places, but when we were on the train rides, that was awesome, because we would see, the outskirts of Rome or outskirts of Florence or whatnot, and rolling green hills. And everything there, especially like in Venice, Cortona, everything is orange. Like, all the houses are the stucco orange, like that typical, Hollywood movie that you see. That is what it is like. It's literally like that. Mm-hmm. Like in Venice, everything was like salmon colored, coral colored, like peach, stucco, it was just crazy. And everything had flowers outside the windows. Like that typical, stereotypical Venice picture that you've seen, You know what I'm talking about? It's just so cool to go somewhere and to just feel like, wow, I wasn't lied to. You know what I mean? Like this is really what it is. Like, but again, the water is deceiving. Like I said before, it is not pretty water. It is nasty with dead bodies water. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't tell you that in the fine print. So a lot of times when we were on the train, we would see the different kinds of landscapes. Whereas, in Florence and Rome, here we are walking miles on cobblestone, Mm-hmm. When we were in Cinque Terre, that was on the beach, like these, small towns, like these massive kind of mountain-like towns, close enough where you can walk to each one. So those were really hilly, and their beaches are way, different than ours, like they're rocks, like big black rocks, but not ugly. Like they're it's in a way where it's really pretty against the blue. And in Venice, it was all water. And then let's see, Rome, Florence, Cortona. We only went to Cortona throughout the day. It was a day trip. We missed our train coming back, so we had to wait an extra 2 hours for another train. But in Cortona, I can't remember, but that's that's like in Tuscany, like where a lot of people relate back to for Italy. Mm-hmm. So that was really rolling. It was very hilly. Like, we're walking up cobblestones in the town. And the food, that was one of the best meals that we had was in Cortona. And there was a lot of olive trees. And Cortona was very, very, very hilly. Like, we had to our taxi like picked us up from the train, and this was the first place where we couldn't walk to the town from the train station. Actually, it was the only place that we had to get a taxi. And the taxi was like 10 minutes because it's like you're going up this mountain where the town is, Ortona town. So different landscapes, but by far Cinque Terre and Loreto were the best because they're on the ocean.